Hi, my name is Sim Tan Chun and I'm 58 years old this year. I lost my hearing through GPS after eating raw fish.
Considering science, lead to that.
The GPS so severely damaged my hearing that I had to go through a bicochlear implant to regain the hearing. But unfortunately, after the implants and after multiple review and testing, it was confirmed that my right ear was so totally badly damaged that it would not be able to detect sound even with the cochlear implant. So now I'm left with my left ear to detect sound. At this point in time, the sound detection will not allow me to have a proper conversation uh, because the sound, the voices that I hear, the speeches, uh, they sound more like clattering noises. So, from a conversational point of view, I would describe it as maybe 20% plus minus effectiveness. So, as a result of my this hearing loss, I also lost my job.
还是没看了，就是很愿意搞那些钱的，看着而且爸爸还搞 six 这些，然后对我说看想，可是怎么个大呢？一个好大一个小，一个小，你来一个大一个小一个小，那我是看设定到爱那条。
Initially, I was quite positive, quite confident that I would somehow regain my hearing so that I can re-enter the job market. But as time goes, it clearly shows that that is not going to happen. And but I'm still trying. I'm still seeking out opportunities. I had even with my wife become delivery drivers and so forth. Uh, so this is a part whereby I have to seek out opportunities and try to learn more things. Even went to learn cooking to help me, maybe to help out in some cooking or kitchen environment or so forth.
Damn, working again. I don't know what she said. The So, actually, that I can walk in. I'm looking what the I can I need God to help me. The stop because sorry, sorry, and instead of the top thing heal and so he loves having good transition and so the technique comes and makes it that go.
COVID, it has made communication even harder. You know, when you put on the mask, especially when you go outside, when you put on the mask, and when people are trying to say something, the sound is a bit muffled. So the translation application become less effective.
Because the mask and the mask balloon so he got capture from the and right and still collected the photos to say no at the country.
Always keep yourself positive. It is quite a challenge, and I think everyone may have different challenges or different level of challenges depending on yourself. So to be more uh, aware, yeah. So this bring me to this thing called ABC of life. It is a training that I did many years ago with my wife. It is called awareness before change. The thing is then to be aware of ourselves, what we have become. In this case, sudden loss of hearing, being deaf. So we have to be aware of it, and we have to, at some point in time, accept it. Although it may not, although every day we may have to, re-impute into our mind that we lack that ability to hear. And from there, then we have to find some resources as to what, without the ability to hear, lack of this ability to hear, how or what we can do to so-called move ourselves to where we want to go.